Rogue, one of the most popular X-Men members that we will eventually see in the live-action MCU. And she also has a long history with the Avenger known as Captain Marvel, so let's get into it. Well, the first time we saw Rogue, she actually was a villain, and it was prophesied to her by the characters Mystique and Destiny that Captain Marvel would do harm to her, so she attacked her first, stealing all her powers and leaving her for dead. Spider-Woman would then discover her body and take her to Professor X to help restore her mind because she had no memories of who she was. And after this, she would start working closely with the X-Men until she ran across Rogue again, but without no powers, she didn't stand too much of a chance against Rogue. Carol would eventually get powers again, but this time on a cosmic scale after she was captured by the Brood and they did experimentations on her. And after this, she would go by the name Binary. Rogue would eventually turn to the X-Men to help her with her powers, and she was also getting away from her villain era. But Carol happened to be there as well, and you could guess what happened when they saw each other again. It was so bad that multiple people had to step in to break them up. But Carol was like, if you're going to help her with her powers, then I'm going to leave. And she did. Time goes by, and Rogue would step through a mystical portal, and the physical manifestation of Carol's powers will come to life, and they will battle with each other, and it will be a brutal battle, but Magneto will step in and save the day. Years will continue to go by, and Rogue doesn't even have Carol's powers anymore, but another universe's Carol shows up, and this Carol has been going throughout the multiverse, killing different Rogues. Now, the main universe Carol and Rogue would team up to defeat this Carol, but their relationship would still be sour. We will see them encounter each other again during the Avengers vs. X-Men story arc, and Rogue, who was using some of the powers of Iceman, would actually capture Ms. Marvel for magic. Rogue, however, didn't know magic was actually torturing people, so she wanted to help everyone escape. So Rogue, with the permission of Ms. Marvel, used her powers for the escape, but magic actually would stop all that, and they would eventually escape this prison with the help of other heroes. Now see them fight for the first time when Carol went by the name Captain Marvel, but in this fight, they were made to fight each other by Nuclear Man. Before the fight was stopped, we find out that Rogue can absorb the abilities of people if they're within a certain distance of her. Now, in their latest encounter, we see Carol about to go supernova to take out the Brood because they killed the sentient being of her energy known as Binary. Now, Rogue would step in to absorb her powers to help her deal with the grief. And as Captain Marvel says right here, we'll never be friends, but I do like where we're at right now.